EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver, Mile High. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment. Knicks, you name it, this crowd is matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. They'll run here with Raymond Calais. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 26.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
He's tackled at the 29.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On the ground, it's Calais. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down.
And the Raider first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. Reception here by Ruggs. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
A gain of 30.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He'll get this to his running back, Calais. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to Raymond.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Duke Dawson picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And boy, showing how tough he can be to bring down, just fighting his way forward to pick up 7 yards.
At the 41.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Clock now on 1st down. Got Gordon open, completes it. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Complete.
motion going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They'll fire one downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Into the red zone, it's Locke. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
On 2nd down now, it's Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Now Locke. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Andrew Beck, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And a play fake down near the goal line here worked out well.
Anytime you can make them think that you're going to run the ball, they can go to that play-action pass. You see the end result, usually a touchdown.
Is that harder? Is the play fake harder to defend for the defense near the goal line or no? Because there's not as much room to work with.
It is harder because down near the goal line, you're thinking much more of a running play, especially if people run out big formations. So it is harder to defend.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Calais. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
And a Las Vegas 1st down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Broncos 7, Raiders 0.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. From the gun, Mayfield. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. They'll run. Calais. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
And it's 3rd down.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard. To convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They run with Calais. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Touchdown, Raiders.
Raymond Calais, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2.
Game at 7. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard
Denver
line.
offense at the line, ready to go. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, run, pass. Defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Jeudy, 76 yards. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
Up for the extra point.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise. Because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. But defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mayfield stepping up. He's going to keep it. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And some room to roam now. A big run there, 29 yards and a 1st. Well, what made that toss out to the right so successful? Because it looked pretty easy.
A belief in the play, an absolute execution by all 11 on the offensive side of the ball. Everyone took care of their assignment, but the reason they did so, every time that play's called, they think it's going to go for big yardage. It's their staple play, and they love to run it.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Throwing, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Robert Foster, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
The Raiders on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Here's Mayfield. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Jared Cook, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
Ties the game at 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off for Las Vegas.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Block. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Block will try again on 2nd down. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Judy with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Broncos 21. Raiders.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And brought in by the tight end Cook. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 12 now at the 44-yard line. Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this one is incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Mayfield. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Las Vegas.
So first and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Mayfield. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So that one a hold, right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a second and long after the holding call. Mayfield with it once more. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. Mayfield looks to throw. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. K.J. Hamler deep for the Broncos. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
First and 10.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Here's Locke back near his goal line. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at his own 10. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
First down and goal to go at the 10-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points.
7-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game, as now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Denver Broncos.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Locke working out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Mayfield on play action. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 33 yards that time. And you need a big play? Go to your big play guy.
Listen, that's football 101. When you have to have it, you expect that guy to step up. A lot of people call these receivers divas. Sometimes just leadership when they get in the huddle and say, get me the ball. I'm about to make a big play.
The 20. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
Mayfield to throw it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. He'll look to throw. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
31-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now Gordon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To throw it is Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back now to Denver. This 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Offense set to get this drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase it. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Von Miller, he was the one getting in there, able to wreak his usual havoc.
2nd down.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They run it with Jacobs. And space opened up a bit. He's able to take this up past the 10. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys.
They come after him, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Touchdown, Broncos.
And you don't see this one very often, but that one was blocked, deflected, whatever you want to call it, and they were able to pick it up and advance it into the end zone for a touchdown.
And as a punter, with the heels of your shoes in the back of that end zone, tough spot to be in. The nightmare scenario plays out. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Broncos 28, Raiders 20.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Offense set to get this drive started. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Mudia.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
After the turnover, here's Locke. Looking for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And it's 2nd down.
They certainly have the right read on that one. The weak spot in a cover 2 defense, right down the middle, because it really stresses the safeties. And they're going to be a little bit frustrated they weren't able to connect on that one.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves them with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine.
Let me feel myself a little bit.
Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Lock and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They look to throw. It's Lock. Escaping the pressure right.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
The Broncos on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Locke to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And McManus able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives him a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Bradley Chubb in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. From the gun, Mayfield. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They're down 2 scores, and they need a quick one to try and get back into this one. That was one way to try and get it done. Unsuccessful in the attempt, but they have no choice but to keep trying.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. That'll be complete to Cook. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brings up.
And again, it's Mayfield. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they'll indeed take a knee.